Oh, I love seeing these every year. The Jean faces have such a unique look and they're easily recognizable. Look at how beautiful she is. Hello, my cherished doll friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl, and I wanted to do a quick video today to show my Jean Marshall dolls, just because I like to bring them out every year around Christmas time because they're so beautiful and they're very festive. So I have done detailed box openings of them already. They're on my channel, so I'm not going to go into big detail. I just wanted to have you with me while I open them for the season because it's exciting for me. It's almost like getting a new doll all over again. So let's save that one for last. I have two. I bring them out every Christmas. I want to see what you think. I got these secondhand in new collector condition. Oh, I love seeing these every year. Look at her. So let's get her out of the box here, and then I can give you a better view. Get her stand out and her accessory. Now these Jean dolls are 16-inch fashion dolls, so the same size as the Robert Tonner fashion dolls. They come with, okay, here's her certificate of authenticity. Jean was created by artist Mel Odom and is produced under the hallmark of Ashton Drake Galleries. The costume for Warmest Wishes, that's what this one is called, was designed by Tim Kennedy exclusively for the Jean collection. And this is an FAO Schwartz exclusive. So here she is. She's dressed very like wintry. She's got this beautiful red hair, and the Jean faces have such a unique look and they're easily recognizable if you're familiar with the Jean dolls. And she's got this beautiful furry coat with a matching bag. And she's wearing a little, it's not really a hat, I don't know what you would call it, but a little bit of a headpiece on there. I guess it is a hat. And these Jean dolls have elaborate hairstyles too, so beautiful. They're not as articulated as Robert Tonner dolls. There's no bend at the knee. You can move her legs back and forth. You can't turn their waist. You can move their arms up and down, but that's about it. And I think you can turn their heads side to side. She's got such a pretty face, doesn't she? And so here they all come with this little brochure that explains what they're up to. And let's just see, what does it say for Warm Wishes? Okay, it talks about the outfit and then the story of Jean. Oh, okay. Oh, that's her backstory. So the story of Jean, her name was Katie Marshall. It was only after she was discovered by a famous Hollywood producer that she adopted her beloved grandfather's name, Jean, because he had always urged her to follow her dream to Hollywood stardom. So she was so inspired by Hollywood's movie stars that she refined her natural abilities, and she took after school acting and dancing and music. She performed in the local community theaters, and she won the hearts and admiration of everyone who saw her in those early days. So she continued to pursue her dream. She finally made it to New York City and got a job as an usherette at a fashionable movie theater, and it was frequented by celebrities. So on one special night that changed her life, Jean led a tall, handsome man to his seat in the theater, and when her flashlight revealed her lovely face to him, he was astonished at her beauty and poise. And so he was a noted movie producer, and he declared her his latest discovery. And so he whisked her away and took her to Hollywood and helped Jean polish her shining star status. Wow, so that's the story of the Jean doll. It's a real backstory that she has. And so for any of you that have never heard of her, that's a little bit about the Jean doll. The man behind the legend, and here's a picture of him here. That's Mel Odom. Mel Odom's story is not unlike that of his creation, Jean. He was raised in a tiny town in North Carolina. In his early life, he knew what dream he wanted to fulfill. He was a fashion illustrator. Mel's work had been widely exhibited, notably at the Cooper Hewitt Museum and the Chrysler Museum and the Santa Barbara Museum of Art. And he's a recipient of the Award of Excellence from the Society of Illustrators. So he has very distinctive and captivating artwork that has appeared in the New York Times Magazine, and he has illustrated stories by Joyce Carol Oates and Tom Robbins, and he was on the cover of Time and Omni. So that's a little bit more about Mel Odom. So now we've learned about the story of Jean, and we've learned about the man behind the legend. Let's stand her up on her stand and learn more about the outfit that she's wearing. Okay, so Warmest Wishes also comes with this cute little accessory, which I'll show you in a minute. So the story of Warmest Wishes, and that's the outfit that she's representing here. I don't want to read this word for word, but I can tell you a little bit of what the story is about. So Jean is shopping for the holidays on New York's Fifth Avenue, and she's just doing some Christmas shopping and the hustle bustle of the city, and there's dazzling lights and colors everywhere, and her eye is caught by a whirring mechanical motion in a toy store window, and so she stares with childlike delight and goes into the store and has a look around, and she sees a little toy soldier, and it reminds her of a dear friend of hers, and his name is Henry, and he was a doorman at a posh hotel that she had stayed at when she was in town, and over time they had become really good friends. He had handled some of her fan mail and taken messages for her, and he had been a war vet. He had taken a bullet in his left leg, and it had left him with a bad limp. So when she saw the toy soldier, the man in uniform, it just reminded her of her dear friend Henry, and she thought that she would get that toy soldier for him. She thought it would be a perfect gift. And then she says, as she tucks it under her arm, "I never could resist a man in uniform." What a perfect gift that toy soldier would make for darling Henry. All right, so that's what is in this box. And when I first opened this doll, this box felt so light, I didn't even think anything was in here. But then when I opened it up, this is so cute, you guys. Look at this little toy soldier. Isn't it adorable? So that's her little gift to Henry. So precious. I just love this. So that is Warmest Wishes, and her outfit. Warmest Wishes is a rust-colored knit dress with a toasty warm winter coat, circa 1948. So you can kind of see the dress under here. I don't want to undo the coat completely, but she's got this rust-colored dress on here, and then it's got a beautiful green sash and a beautiful scarf around her neck with this brooch, and it's got a fur collar. Well, the whole thing is furry, really. And then she's got these shoes. These are typical Jean Marshall doll shoes. The dress features a pocket cleverly tucked below the belt with copper bead buttons. Where's her pocket? Oh, the dress. I guess the dress has a pocket somewhere. Okay, well, like I said, I don't want to take the coat off. So the coat is lined in taffeta with a wide collar and poofed shoulders. It flares to below the knee. Jean's hair is richly lustrous reddish umber, curled in a classic 1940s style. Accessories include a twist hat. Oh, that's how you describe the hat. Matching muff. Oh, this is a muff. I thought it was a purse. Because it doesn't open. Oh, I guess it's just stitched together. That's why. Okay. toy soldier in a gift box, golden scarf brooch, closed toe suede shoes, hose, and aquamarine earrings. Oh yeah, she does have aquamarine earrings. If you look really closely there. So pretty. Designed by renowned fashion artist Tim Kennedy. All right, so that is Warmest Wishes. Oh, let's open the next one. So I'm just going to set her to the side for a minute. And this one is really special, you guys. She's my favorite of these two. Okay, let me show you. You've probably seen this on my channel already, but if you haven't, you'll enjoy this. Look at how beautiful she is. And wait till I get her out. Her dress is absolutely amazing. These dolls are in beautiful condition. They can tend to yellow if they're left in the sunlight. So that's why I put them away every year in their box and I hide them under my bed. And then every Christmas I bring them out to enjoy them as a special Christmas treat. So here she is in a gorgeous gown. Let's get the box out of the way. Here's her stand. Okay. There she is in all her glory. She's got an amazing hairstyle, very elaborate hairstyle, and she's got gorgeous jewelry. Look at her pretty earrings and her necklace. It's twisted around there, matching necklace. And she's got beads all over her dress. There's beads everywhere, little jewels all down, even on the bottom of this part here, and all over the tulle. Let's get her on her stand, and I can tell you more about her. She's got this gorgeous bow in the back. So, here we go, Jean. Let's get you standing up. So excited I remembered to get these girls out because I was planning to, but you know, it gets so busy and it's easy to forget all the things. Okay. I feel very underdressed all of a sudden. Okay, look at her. Oh my gosh. She's so pretty. Let me move her closer. So there's a bow there too. Oh, two bows and jewels and this beautiful wrap and layers and layers of tulle. I've already taken her off her stand. Look at all the layers under there. And she's got these pretty shoes that are tied up underneath. Sorry, they're a little hard to see. I think one of them's coming undone too, but we'll tie that up after. Let's just get her standing again and learn more about this beautiful gal. Actually, I'm going to put her up close so you don't have to stare at me while I'm reading, and I'll tell you about her. Okay, so she is Jean in Midnight Romance, and she's got an information brochure as well. Okay, so here's about how the outfit ties in to the doll. So this outfit, Jean Midnight Romance, the story is based on her going to Hollywood, and where all gifted artists come together and create special magic. And that's where she first met Johnny Harmon at a premiere party. So Jean had gone out for a breath of fresh air, and she heard this beautiful piano music drifting from the music room. So she followed the sound and peeked in and saw a slender, sandy-haired man alone in the room playing the piano. So he was just enraptured with his music, and he looked joyous, and Jean was listening for a while, And then she couldn't resist humming along, and he heard her, and their eyes met. And they spent the rest of the evening playing and singing the night away, and a deep friendship was born. So then years later, their friendship is as special as ever, and this afternoon Johnny is playing his new song for Jean. Jean agrees to pose for the cover of Midnight Romance in a bewitching gown of satin and tulle. It is a symphony of twilight colors, sparkling with rhinestone stars, gathered with bows at the waist, and extending into a 4-point peplum over a skirt of layered tulle. Crystal jewelry, hose, and matching shoes complete the allure of midnight romance. So Jean's blue eyes are closed and she's humming away to the music, and she doesn't notice that Johnny is gazing at her with adoration. Though he knows they will only be friends, in his heart, Jean is his love, his joy, and his inspiration. Oh, that sounds like unrequited love to me. So that's our story of this Jean doll. So I hope you enjoyed seeing them. Let's get the two together. And I'll move the camera back so you can see them better and get some nice pictures for you. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Just a quick video to show you my Jean dolls, and I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.